Good morning, everyone. What's good in the hood? Today's video will be about a movie that caught my eye on YouTube. The name of the movie is called Cindy. But first, let me tell you how I came across this movie. It's the end of January, and next month, starting on February the 1st, will be the beginning of Black History Month. February, huh? Need I remind y'all that it's the shortest month of the year, and even shorter when it's a leap year. So I decided from this day forward, every year I would kick off my own Black History Month. And that's whenever the fuck I want to. Even though I'm black and I'm proud every day of the year, if we're going to honor our history, I feel we should do it our own way. Or whatever way that satisfies you. I mean, a calendar made by the white man cannot and should not dictate when I should feel glorious about the color of my skin and the origins in which I came. But since we are allotted almost a full month of celebrating our own black heroes, or just even showing how far we have come, I think we should rub it in their faces. We come from not being able to sit on the front of the bus to owning our own bus companies, to not being able to attend church with a white congregation, to being the pastor of integrated churches, to not being able to go to school at all, to read, to learn to write our names, to being teachers, professors, principals, and actually on the city school board, as is the case in Chicago. And all of that was after we were lied to about our history, after we were stripped of our titles, our land, our heritage, and even our pride. But that is not what this video is about. But don't get it twisted. I can go on and on about this subject. But digression is good for the soul. So let me chill. Now, on to my topic. I found this movie because I actually was looking for old soul food recipes from the South. I will soon be doing a video on the difference in cooking a soul food dinner back when a lot of our grandparents and great grandparents were alive versus millennial soul food cooking. In the interim, I came across this movie called Cindy, and what caught my eye was that I saw someone's comment and it stood out. So I clicked in and looked at the movie, which was one of the best decisions I had made that day. Anyway, this movie is set in Harlem, 1943. It is basically the Cinderella movie that us blacks didn't have until Whitney Houston and Brandy's movie. But we really did have it. I just never knew. So, let me tell you a little bit about this movie without actually telling you about the movie. The daughter goes to live with her dad after she gets grown, I guess to find her life. The dad was remarried and he had two stepdaughters, as of course in all of Cinderella's movies. The stepdaughters were not pretty and were mean, and Cinderella got treated like a maid. There was always a party coming up that Cinderella couldn't go to, but ended up having someone look out for her and get her to their party, whether it be a mouse, human, fairy godmother, what have you. Once making it to the party, the daughter always get the attention of the prince, but have to leave early because of circumstances. So she always leaves a shoe in each movie. In this movie, it was one of those white girl gym shoes we used to wear back in the 80s. The prince always end up finding a girl, and they are married, then live happily ever after. Same with this movie, except this movie is so funny and the sense of humor in the main actors and actresses are so hilarious. Like, oh my goodness. I'm going to watch this movie again one day. Also, there's like 5 or 6 faces that you might recognize from TV today. Another thing that's weird to me is the actress that plays Cinderella or Cindy in this movie looks just like Brandy, sounds like Brandy, sings like Brandy. I mean, that's just my opinion. So I just want to say this is a must watch movie, you guys. We have real, true, talented actors and actresses back in the day, as you can see with this hidden jewel of a movie. Rest in peace, Neil Carter. Anyway, I'm about to end this video now, but before I go, I want to rate this movie, and I'm giving it a 4 out of 5. The humor did it for me. Although I didn't like the Dash job, at least he had one back then. I also almost forgot my message for this video, which is men. You may love your kids and do whatever you can to take care of them, but you have to have a backbone, guys. How can you bring a person in this world and can't defend them to the wickedness in your household, let alone the cruelty of the world? Dads, you are your daughter's heroes, even if you don't live up to the title, as we see in this movie. But stand up for your kids, especially your daughters, because if you don't, who will? Okay. Be safe, y'all. Wear your mask. Sanitize. Good night. Good day. Peace.